Todd played well. Good, solid game. You don't like that answer?
Scott?
Stefanich is often that spot in central midfield. What does he give you when you put him there?
Well, in time, he's going to give us good passing. He's capable of scoring goals out of that position, which he demonstrated today. But he needs a little time. He's still making the adjustment to the league, and today is a difficult day for a player like that. He's played in Europe his whole life, a lot in Scandinavia, and all of a sudden he's on a field that is about 80 degrees, it's sticky, all of that. So that was a little challenging for not only Stefan, but all the players. The conditions were difficult today to play in.
What would be your assessment of Stefan today?
He had a solid game, obviously good goal. I think he needs to deal with the speed and the pressure on the ball a little bit better than he did today.
Adam?
Please, for the second trip, something with the field time and another bit, the changes all the time. Talk about doing that against Chivas and behavior.
Just how we're, again, I don't want to underscore this or overscore it. You know, formations are what they are. You know, there's 11 players out on the field. Just so happens that it accommodates the players that we have out there a little bit better. But if we somehow shifted Sarvas next to Janino and Stefan a little on the right and Baggio a little on the left, you know, the world wasn't going to change. You know, so don't, you know, be understanding that this formation is what changes. It's the 11 players on the field. If that was the case, you just, you know, you'd be creating formations all day and using that as a reason why you win or you don't win. And really, in all honesty, I really think it's overplayed, and I think it's a question of how those players move together and work for each other.
Kevin?
Bruce, what does this game do for you guys from a confidence factor? I mean, it's your first win, but you also dominated. It wasn't even close.
It's a good win. I suspected we were going to win a game at some point this year. I think we've had such an awkward schedule. It's been difficult, and you know, it's just good to get back playing again, winning a game. You know, you got to win games. That's the name of the game. That's why you play, and it's important. It's our first win. It has to establish some confidence in the team. And it's good to be playing again. If we had to do another 2 weeks of training, I think we'd kill each other. We wouldn't have a team ready for the next game.
But the fact that you're so dominant, where did that come
Oh, we do have a good team. You know, we can have good days. We had a good day today, but I think we were a bit sloppy. I think we could have been better today.
Coach, any concerns about Donovan's fitness, considering that he played last Wednesday in an international friendly?
No. I mean, he's played 30 minutes the other day. Which, you know, if he played 90 minutes, you know, we'd expect a little fatigue, but not 30 minutes shouldn't bother him. And Landon's pretty fit, so he looked pretty good to me for 90 minutes. Yeah.
Coach, was there anything unexpected about this Chivas side? I know you've played many different varieties of Chivas, but was there anything about this side that surprised you or is unique?
Well, I told Wilmer after the game I think he's doing a good job with the team as a starting point. Defensively, they got a plan. They're hard to break down. Players work hard. Those players worked hard for 90 minutes today, which is I'm sure a good sign for them. And that means in our league, if you can do that, you're gonna steal some games, you're gonna win some others, but you're gonna be around there. So those are good characteristics to have. I think you know, they have a very good goalkeeper in Dan Kennedy. They have a young player up top who has now scored goals in the league, in Torres, which is encouraging. Rosales can play for any team in the league. Bocanegra is a good experienced player, so they've got enough good players that, you know, get things going and have a good year. You know, it's early for everyone. We don't know, you know, where anything's going to finish at the end of all of this. It's early, but I think for sure that, you know, there are signs of improvement for Chivas.
We're gonna do three more. We're gonna go here, neighborhood, and then Scott.
Were you happy with Robbie today, Robbie King?
Yeah, yeah. Robbie doesn't necessarily like these conditions. This would be like burning in hell in Ireland. So he's never, but you know, he got the first goal. He was part of a bunch of goal scoring opportunities, and he hung in there pretty well. He could have had another goal, but you know, Robbie played well. Robbie's a factor on the field, and you know, I think the 90 minutes today he was pretty alert.
Abraham.
Coach, was today's game easier than you thought for you, for your team?
I don't know how to answer that question. Obviously, when you have a 2-goal lead at halftime, it's a little easier. I anticipated this game would be a close game, you know, but I think the third goal was important for us. I think we did a good job in the first 15 minutes of the second half and basically killed the game off.
Scott.
Understanding what you had to say about formations and so forth, the game against Real Salt Lake and today, both of them you were able to more or less take their midfields out of the game. How much of that is the formation or perhaps this collection of players? What is it that
A collection of players.
what does Baggio add? What does Stefan add? What are they able to do that enables you to do this?
Well, they're all good soccer players. There's enough bite in them where they can win tackles. Marcelo and Juni and Baggio get around the ball pretty well. They can all pass the ball. Those are good characteristics for midfield players. Midfield players can't pass the ball, you got some problems. So that helps us a little bit.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Here today we played the worst game. As a team, individually and collectively, we didn't play well from the beginning. It didn't feel good, and the team never looked good. And today's game is not a game that you have to take lightly, especially with the LA Galaxy. And they overplayed us, and we never were a threat. We never came back. And today was a very, very bad day for all of us.
We are going to proceed with the Q&A.
Given the history of Chivas, I know you weren't here, but I think everyone's going to say, okay, after this game, do you revert to form? Is this going to become Chivas of the last couple of years? How do you stop that from happening?
No, I think we have to see that we haven't played that bad throughout the year. So today we really didn't find a good shape. We didn't find the ball. We didn't combine. We didn't create options. So that was today. And tomorrow we have to get up and we have to continue working. That's the mentality that we have to have. We cannot just start crying because we lost or celebrating too much when we win. No, we have to put our feet on the ground to realize that we have a lot of work to do. And today we didn't perform at the level that we should and that we had, because against LA Galaxy or any other team in MLS, you cannot perform the way we performed today.
Yeah.
Does this change your perception of how much progress you've made in the first month of the season?
No. I believe in this team and I believe in these players. But no doubt that in order for us to become in a better team, more competitive team in MLS, we have to be more consistent and we have to take every game like it's a final. And we cannot just suddenly don't show up or don't perform. That's impossible. We have to be sure that we come to every game with energy and with discipline and with a good mentality, and that's that's important for us, and we have to have that as a lesson for today and for the rest of the season.
Abraham.
Profe, ¿cuál es la preocupación, la mayor preocupación que le deja este partido? ¿El resultado en sí o la falta de creación de oportunidades a gol?
We have been, hemos creado bastantes oportunidades de gol en todos los partidos, y el que hoy no las creemos no es para decir este equipo no crea. Es que hoy se juntó todo. Hoy los muchachos no se vieron con la energía, con la mentalidad desde el principio, faltó la chispa, y en el fútbol uno no puede llegar a un partido tan importante sin chispa. Today we didn't show sharpness, we didn't show fire, and in a game like this you cannot come flat, because they're gonna make you pay, and they did it. So we have to realize that we still have to work on our mentality, on our discipline and our energy during the 90 minutes, because if we do that, we're gonna be okay, the way we've been doing so far. But today was a day that it's a really bad day.
Coach, el técnico de Galaxy se quejaba del calor y eso que ganó el partido.
¿Cómo dice?
El técnico del Galaxy, Bruce Arenas, se quejaba del calor y ganó el partido. ¿Cómo le afectó esa condición a usted, a nuestro equipo? ¿O fueron los goles que fueron cayendo? Porque yo vi a Chivas USA competir al principio, pero al final como que se cayeron.
Parece que no, el calor afectó a los dos equipos, pero parece que nos afectó más a nosotros desde el principio, porque los que peor jugamos fuimos nosotros. I think yes, it was hot, but it was affected. We were more affected than them because they played better than us, and we never found a way to perform well.
Coach, Andrew John Baptiste made his first start for Chivas today, and he played at left back. Previously, he's always been a center back. Can you talk about his game? He had a great goal line clearance, a couple deflections.
You know, it was his first game. He hasn't played as a wide back. We lost Tony Bucket last game, and we needed to be solid. He obviously, we were expecting that going forward we didn't have too much. I think at the beginning of the game he was obviously with the tendencies to slide in too much, which that helped us with the first goal, because Carson was easy going that way, and what cross he didn't slide quicker enough. But then he adjusted in the second half, and it wasn't a problem. So he's a good player. He's an experienced player in MLS, and obviously for the first game and with the situation that we had today, that the team wasn't sharp enough, you can say, oh, he got exposed. But I think most of the time he adjusted and improved, especially in the second half.
Profe, el equipo se vio, se notó desconectado, desconcentrado también un poco. Fallaban muchos pases. No podían conectar 2, 3, 4 pases seguidos cuando perdían el balón, y muy pocas llegadas a gol.
Hoy estuvimos en esos días que ni podíamos hacer 3 pases seguidos. Creo que pateamos una vez al arco. Eso está claro, lo tuvimos claro, se les dijo, se les habló a los muchachos, pero bueno, lamentablemente no pudimos reaccionar durante los 90 minutos. We told the guys, we need to be sharper, we need to move the ball, we just try to connect passes, hold the ball, but and let's try to shoot on goal, at least, let's find the goal. And it didn't happen, and it's not that we didn't say that, it was told, but today was the day that nothing came on our side, so we have to hopefully go home, find our families, and think that tomorrow is another day, and hopefully we can come back for get ready to prepare the next game.
Profesor Cabrera, lo del ojo, ¿cómo lo explica? Lo trajo y casi no juega. ¿No está físicamente bien o no entra en su esquema? Y al cambio, ¿por qué el Tubo Torres tiene que salir por él?
Adolfo is a player that obviously is trying to get adjusted to this league. It's not it's a different league. It's a very physical league. And Adolfo is a player that is going to help us, but it's little by little. He needs to get adjusted, he needs to get fit, he needs to get, he's been working very well, but still to play 90 minutes, we don't want to sacrifice him. And every time we try to use him, he goes in and he tries and he works hard. So we're waiting on him, and we count that he brings his talent and his experience on the field. Today we saw that we didn't have good connections, and Eric was a little bit off with the ball. He wasn't holding the ball, he wasn't connected, so we saw the possibilities to put Bofo right there to see if change a little bit the game, and I think it went well.
One final question.
Profesor, yo decía que un día en el que nada salía y que no podía regresar en el partido. ¿Pero en qué momento del partido sintió que estaba perdido?
No, uno nunca siente que está perdido, pero las circunstancias del partido uno se da cuenta y uno mira a los jugadores, que los jugadores no encuentran la pelota, que cuando la encontrábamos la perdíamos, ahí mismo que defensivamente no estábamos coordinados, que le dejamos al rival tener la pelota y moverla y moverla y moverla. Entonces cuando el partido se puso 3-0, de pronto como que ellos, el equipo como que dejó de luchar, y eso es algo que vamos a hablarlo, porque uno nunca puede dejar de luchar, aunque creamos una u otra oportunidad. A lo último en el partido creamos 2 o 3 oportunidades con Mauro, con Leandro, pero nos faltó un poco más de buscar ese gol. I think when we were 2-0 at halftime, I told the guys, if we score 1 goal, if we can score 1 goal, we can come back, and it's going to be a different game. Let's try to find that goal. Let's try to go after then, and it's going to be okay. But the 3rd goal came in, and then the guys didn't quit, but it was like no answers on the field. And even though we tried to fight, we tried to make some changes, fresh legs over there on the field, we didn't find a way to create options and to score a goal. So at that point, you notice that Galaxy obviously was happy with the result, and for us, we didn't find a way to score a goal. So let's close the page, and let's look forward, obviously, for the next game.
Thank you.